I'm Amber Davies, and this is your 5-minute call. This is the space where musical theatre takes centre stage. From unforgettable backstage stories with incredible special guests to insights from my life and my theatre journey. We're leaving it all on the mic every single week, so let's jump in. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of your 5-minute call with me, Amber Davies. Today, I have an absolute superstar sitting next to me. I've actually had the pleasure of working with Shan before. It's the fabulous Shan Ako.
Hey,
Thank you so much for
here.
coming on.
I'm on the sofa.
The sofa.
In company of royalty.
Oh,
yes.
Stop it.
We love this.
You're royalty, my love. So Shan and I have actually, we did a little gig together, didn't we?
Yes, West End does.
West End does Hollywood edition.
The fact that it's called Hollywood. Wow.
I
Imagine.
know. And when I met you, instantly, you're just the kindest person ever.
Thank you. It was lovely.
Bonded straight away.
Yes, I loved it. Particularly bonded over outfits because every time she slays, and then I just love fashion. Yeah,
I think I had a dress change for every song that I did.
Yeah, she killed it on stage with the outfits and vocally. It was amazing. I remember.
I just remember hearing you sing and thinking, holy mother of God. Wow.
Thank you. We give thanks.
At the start of every episode, I ask every guest the same question. So let's go, Hamilton. What's your pre-show ritual?
So my pre-show ritual for Hamilton is to say some affirmations.
Okay.
We can say them together if you want. It's I am happy, I am healthy, I am loved, I am successful, I am enough. And I don't just say it by myself, I say it with the girls, whoever's on as a Skylar Sisters, and we just hold hands and like just say it. We might, say it in a funny way or change it up a bit, but those are the words. I am happy, I'm healthy, I am loved, I am successful, I am enough. And we say it 3 times, we believe it every time, and it just, sets us right and sets me right for when I'm about to go on stage. We're literally backstage, about to do the Skylar Sisters. And it brings us together. It puts my, sometimes I might be, nervous or overthink, or my, oh, my voice is not there today. Or I feel like, you could have been going for anything that day, but it just really just resets. Sets us in the moment and me in the moment.
Do you know that's the first ritual that I've heard on this podcast that I might adopt?
Yes.
Because that is just so wonderful. And I feel like it's so easy when you do 8 shows a week to be like just stuck in the cycle of it. And that I feel like brings you back down to reality.
Absolutely. And no matter when you do it every day, you get used to it, it becomes a routine. And you also experience life outside of work, and that can throw anything at you. Yeah. But you just need something to just bring you back. And, I'm a woman of faith and stuff. So whoever I'm around, I feel like this is something that anyone can do, whatever faith or background they're from. And we can all just come together and really uplift each other.
This is amazing. This is my favourite podcast so far. I want Shan on every freaking week.
I'm here.
I absolutely love that. I normally say those affirmations when I'm really hungover. I'm okay.
I love
I'm okay.
it.
I'm enough.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I'm gonna get through this. But I truly believe there's power in our words and vocabulary, and there is power in our tongue. Like, things that we speak over ourselves. I've seen it come to pass in my own life, so I always try and speak good things.
That's amazing. And you're playing Eliza.
I am Eliza Hamilton.
Can I show
Queen.
you something?
Go ahead. Oh.
I went to New York the other week.
Oh.
And Ben and I went to New York a few weeks ago, and we wanted to go and see Hamilton's grave because we've recently seen it on tour.
Amazing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was the most magical experience, wasn't it?
Tell me.
It was just, have you been?
No, I will definitely
go.
Yeah, I will definitely go. I will be in the States a lot, so I'll have to make a trip to New York. I don't know why I didn't go last time, but yeah.
You now that you're playing her, like she's been a part of your life, you must go. I have no connection to Hamilton apart from it's my favourite show in the world. That. Yeah, it is. It really
it's
is.
So good.
So I just felt like, we have to go and see Hamilton's grave and Eliza. Who else's grave did we see? Angelica.
Philip Schuyler.
He was, Philip was there. The energy of it.
It's there. Yeah.
It was there.
Okay.
I feel like I'm really in touch with that anyway, like Sixth Sensey.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I was drawn to go. Yeah. And I absolutely loved it. And I thought of you and I just thought, you must go. You must go.
I will. Thank you. I will definitely go.
So how long are you playing Eliza for now?
Until June the 15th.
And then you're done.
Done. 6 weeks left, depending on whenever, you guys hear this, but 6 weeks left of Eliza.
How long have you played her for?
It'll be 2 years. Yeah.
Has it changed your life?
Yeah. In the best of ways. Just growing into womanhood and I turned 30 in the show, so that's a big little shift, isn't it?
Yeah.
I came in single, coming out, getting married and all of that stuff. So it's
wow.
I've gone through such milestones in the show and grown as an actor, as a vocalist, as a woman that's representing a role model online. So it's really, really been nice.
And the story, it's such a strong storyline. Do you feel like pressure or to go out there and do the same show, 8 shows a week? It's a big sing.
Very big sing.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize how much Eliza is just holding that vocal line throughout the whole show.
You feel it.
Yeah, you feel it. It's a big sing, and a big ask, but you just go for it and find the joy and don't let the magnitude of the show overwhelm you.
Wow.
Just,
okay.
Focus in on what you're doing and the company, and such a great company to be involved in, and they really
do they look after you?
They really look after us, and everyone is just a real big old family and a great support system once you're in the building.
So I've got to say, the ensemble are the most hard-working ensemble I think I've ever witnessed on a stage before.
Yeah,
it was breathtaking.
Absolutely, just the choreo, the singing, they're full out every day.
Full out. I just think 2 shows a day.
I know.
That's tough.
It is tough. It is. I sometimes wonder, how do I do it? But you really have to find your way, like find your thing. And if it's a nap, if it's I need to eat by a certain time, if I need to go out for some fresh air. For me, it's I tend to gauge how I feel, in the first show, especially however I've spent my morning. But
are you a nap queen?
I'm a nap queen.
Shan loves a nap. Shan the napper.
I'm a nap queen. Guys, get your beauty sleep. Get your rest.
I'm with you. Look, do you know it's surprising how many people cannot nap?
I know, because it resets their voice. Yeah, does it reset your voice? Like, does your voice and your larynx lower and stuff? And
yeah, couple of sirens before going on. Hot tea. Nothing hot tea can't fix.
Yeah, I love napping. Even, they say that, 20 minutes is an efficient amount of rest and nap time. So I just try and get a little 20 minutes. If I'm really tired, it'll be half an hour. But those breaks go quick.
Yeah, they do.
So, and by the time you look, I'm usually the first one on our floor, out of the girls to get their hair done. So I need to be ready first. And
the prep starts earlier.
Yeah, it does. But it's worth it.
So let's go all the way back to the beginning. Did you go to Brit School?
I did.
How old were you when you went there?
14 to 18.
Gosh, Shan, you were so young.
I know. Wow. Best times.
Really? Did you love it?
I absolutely loved it. Such an incredible school. One that you can really, just carve out and hone into who you are as a person, as an artist. They really give you that freedom and that space to just come into your own, which
I love that.
It's really good. I think it's needed, especially for someone that's in entertainment and
creative minds.
Yeah, front head and also they have so many different opportunities for backstage, people and dance, theatre, technical theatre. Yeah.
Wow, I
media.
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's not just it's not just on stage or to be at the front as a performer. There's so much opportunities and backstage that the Brit School prepare you for.
How did the Brit School come into your life? When did you discover your voice,
So, okay, I'll do the first one. The Brit School, I was aware of it because my dad lived around the corner from the Brit School. And then that's when I also moved in with my dad. I always used to count, it was like a 6-minute walk to the Brit School.
Wow.
So he told me about it. I get my musical talent from him, and I say my mum as well, but from him, he saw it, he carved it out, and he got us singing from young and practicing and training. And singing in front of the camera all the time. He literally trained us up and was like, okay, now, apply for the Brit School. And
That's
then, it
insane.
happened.
So can your dad sing?
Yeah, he sings. Got like a little reggae vibe. He's great.
Love that.
Soulful.
So he passed his passion.
Yeah.
And you've got a sister?
Yes, big sis.
So is there only two of you?
There's more of us, but me and my sister grew up together. Yeah,
Okay. So he passed the baton on.
Yeah.
I love
he
that.
Did. And she's incredible as well, if you check her out.
Well, my sister has worked with your sister.
Yes. I love this.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
In Sister Act together.
Wow.
And actually, there's a famous clip of my sister singing that you took.
I was that person, guys, in the audience with their phone out.
Yeah, and it's the craziest thing because last night I actually posted on my Instagram story a video. A guy has done a video of Jade, basically saying that he's obsessed with her voice. Oh. And let me just show you guys.
I gotta see. They're still going.
And
I said how. I don't know how or what drew me to record that part. I've only seen it once, I'm sure.
I'm not joking. This clip that Shan filmed has gone everywhere. And it's my sister's birthday today. So I called her and I said, happy birthday. And she said, oh, you posted that clip on Instagram. I said, yeah, it's amazing. And she went, who are you having on today on your podcast? And I said, oh, Shan. And she said, Amber, Shan is the one that filmed that clip. It was the wildest
That's incredible
thing. I was like, how weird.
Yeah. Wow. And today
we're here together. Yeah, it's a birthday.
That's amazing. She's incredible.
So going on to your sister.
Yes.
She's older.
Amara's older, looks younger.
Amara. Looks younger.
Yeah.
I've got a problem as well. And did you look at her kind of like a role model?
Absolutely. She, from primary school, I remember her like being a star of the show on our little productions. We have a 4-year age gap difference. But I remember seeing her just like so confident and really into her performance side of stuff. She was very much into the acting.
Okay.
I was very much into the singing and just discovering as we both were. But yeah, she's a talent, incredible.
I just love that because I feel like people say it's very rare to find like two sisters that, are in the same industry. I have that in my life and you have that in your life.
I've been seeing it around in theatre as I get to know a few people in theatre. The siblings are out there.
They are out there.
But
we
don't see it often, but they are out there. And I think what's nice about maybe our examples is we're quite close to our sisters. And we could be in the same shows if you needed to be and stuff.
Has there ever been a rivalry between you two?
No. We have been like up for the similar things before, which is great. But it's like, well, one of us needs to get this.
Yeah.
So
and it doesn't matter which one, as long as one of us does.
Exactly.
That's
so we really
nice.
do work together in that way. Our dad has really grown us to, hold each other up and support each other and, hold each other's hands. And we have. It's been beautiful. It's worked well.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Keep that sisterhood alive. Guys.
Exactly.
Yes.
So was your first gig Magic of Motown?
It was.
Was it?
Yeah.
2011?
Wow, yeah. I couldn't even tell you the date.
How old were you?
I was just started university. So I was about 18.
18 and that was your first gig and it was a tour?
Yes. I was like depping in and out.
Wow.
Now and again when I had the free time. Yeah.
How was that? Was that like your first inkling of the industry?
Yes, for sure. In the theatres, it was like a tribute show, and we dress up in the characters. I loved it. I had fun. We were dancing, singing, and
growing your voice,
and growing your voice.
Confidence.
Exactly, and just being trained and just around great people.
And I always feel like when you look at your CV, it's like that job definitely prepared me for that job, and that job. Do you know what I mean?
So true. Absolutely.
It's like you're meant to do what you're meant to do.
Exactly. And that prepared me for that, yes.
Yes, exactly.
So
rejection is redirection.
Reach, girl.
I love it.
Word.
Now it's time for a quick interval. Go and powder your noses and we'll see you in 2. And then you went all over Europe in 2015 with Whitney, Queen of the Night.
Yes. Wow.
All over Europe.
Yeah, Europe and the UK. It was great. That was good. I started off as a backing vocalist and understudying Whitney for like a year, I think. And then went on to play the role of Whitney for 2 years or a year and a half. I was in that show for like 3 years.
Wow. So you came up the ladder.
Yeah, it was great.
How did that feel?
It felt good. It felt like a big responsibility because it's Whitney Houston.
I know.
Got all the respect for her, and you know, you're going in these theatres and you want to deliver. People have high expectations when it comes to her voice. So yeah, I just knew I had big shoes to fill, but I knew I went in there like, okay, what can I learn, and what can me singing Whitney really train me and teach me.
Yeah.
And it taught me a lot, and like vocal control. And I remember went through like that season, I went through illness of like, you know, with regards to my chest and stuff and my lungs and everything. So I had to really retrain. I went through a season of retraining because I stopped and I came back in again. And it really helped me to just, strengthen back up my voice and stuff.
That is huge, you know.
Huge. That's why, you know, you got to find the right keys. Find the right key for you. It's not every day original key, you know. So, you know, we did live keys, so it, you know, it helps because it was a 2-hour show. So, you know, it was really well thought out, and we took examples of Whitney's live concerts and stuff. So it was amazing.
I bet that was, oh my gosh.
And I did that with my sister, and the Motown I did with my sister.
Oh my
She brought me in on that, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I could not work with my sister, so hats off to
Really?
you.
I'm finished.
We'd kill each other.
Oh.
We would kill each other.
We're like best friends, me and Amara.
I love that.
You know, we clash now and again, but
that's normal.
we get on.
That's human.
Yeah, we get on really well, and we know each other so well. It's like we just
easy.
It's so easy.
Yeah. And then, big moment, X Factor.
Is that X Factor?
I don't even know. What is it?
Yeah, it is still in my head. Wow. Yep. X Factor.
And you were a contestant on the final season.
Yes.
Please, from the beginning, what, like how, when, why, what was the vision?
Wow. I was doing Whitney, and then I got to a point when you've been doing something for 3 years, you were there from the start, you know, it's time. During my, you know, Whitney time, I was also writing my own songs and releasing and doing little shows and, you know, playing my guitar and doing the Shan Ako stuff. And I was writing, and I had projects I wanted to get out there. I wanted to do me instead of, you know, just doing Whitney.
Yeah.
I wanted to showcase what I'd been working on for the past 3 years behind the scenes. So I was like, something like X Factor would be great exposure, but I was also considering The Voice, and all of that stuff. And it was kind of between those two. I loved the teams that were behind each company. And then I had been with my manager, and we discussed it, and she recommended, you know, X Factor would be a better reach and audience wise and TV and stuff. And just looking at the facts of it all, that's why I really love her. So yeah, we decided to go with X Factor. I was able to also like perform some originals because they were allowing that at the time.
Wow.
So I did that. But I think during the process it kind of changed, and they went back to the covers and stuff, which, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Did you enjoy your time on the show?
Yeah, I really loved it. The reason why I enjoyed it is because I knew my why. I knew I had a plan. I had so much experience behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't necessarily idolize X Factor. I just knew as a stepping stone, just like when we do our theatre shows, you know, I'm in this, okay, this is gonna get me ready for the next thing. Or, you know, I was always forward thinking, and I had a great team around me. So I was never like swallowed up in the X Factor bubble, which is so easily done.
And I think that's why you enjoyed the experience.
Yes.
It's because you didn't let it manipulate you or define you moving forward.
Yeah.
You used X Factor rather than them using you.
It was a two-way thing, you know.
And you got down to the quarterfinals.
Yes. I wanted to get to the lives. I was like, come on, I got come on, Shan, get to the lives. That would be like young Shan so happy. Make my childhood dreams.
And then you went on to do the Arenas tour.
Yes.
I mean, do you know one of my biggest dreams is to perform in an arena?
And that's going to happen. That needs to happen.
Maybe.
Absolutely.
What's the difference between performing in an arena to a theatre?
Oh my gosh, the sound alone. The sound is different. You'll use your in-ears.
Yeah, never done that before.
okay, we got some experiences to happen. That's exciting because you got all that to look forward to. But the sound is different, and obviously the magnitude of the arena, the amount of people that are in there, and the sound that you get back. It's like, wow, it's amazing. It's so big. If that makes, it's just.
Is it more intimidating in a theatre because it's smaller, more intimate? Because you can't humanize the people in an arena because you can't really see their faces, can you?
Yeah, true.
Where theatre audiences, you can kind of see the stalls.
Yeah.
And they're close.
I think what it is maybe in theatre, whenever I go in a theatre, I'm acting as someone else. When I go in an arena, I'm acting as myself. So
you can't really compare the two.
You can, but it's good. I love both. Arenas are incredible. You're just like, wow, like this is how Beyonce feels, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. And just people are really cheering you on because they're there to have a really good time.
Yeah.
They're more reactive because they can be so loud and they can, cheer and stuff and take photos and videos. Whereas in the theatre, it's more reserved.
Yeah,
theatres are reserved for certain audiences, or, not everyone can afford to go to the theatre or is interested in just that, a 2 hour show. They may want to see a particular artist at an arena and this particular,
would there be more of like a adrenaline come down from an arena?
I think so, yes. It's because of the response you get, isn't it? The responses we got from those shows were incredible. Yeah, it was really, really good.
I bet you'd just be laying in bed, your ears ringing.
Yeah, I remember I've got some footage of so I'm grateful for social media because you take videos and you put them up, and I remember looking back on it, and there's some really cool footages of me in the arenas, and just like, wow.
Did you think sometimes, I can't believe I did that?
Yeah.
Like,
I can't wait. I hope to relive something like that again, but not
you
just. Will. Thank you. But even like me just doing more of my own stuff, not just the X Factor bubble of it all. I want to do Shan Ako. Yeah. So
you will.
Absolutely.
I can feel it in my bones.
Yes. I
feel like if you want something, you'll get it.
I'm that kind of girl.
Oh my God, I love that so much. You've got such great energy.
Thank you.
And then you did Eponine in Les Mis.
Yay. On my own.
Wow. How was that?
That was different.
From a live arena tour to playing Eponine, that's a shift. That's versatility, Shan.
Thank you.
You're giving versatile.
Yeah, that was totally different. I was really up for the challenge. I love a challenge. Mm-hmm. I had a taste of the theatre world with, the Motown, the Whitney, but it still wasn't quite, that was more concert theatre. This was like, okay, we're acting now, acting theatre.
This is a West End.
Yeah, West End. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was like, okay, this is come and, let me try. And they really believed in me. So I was like, okay, let me just go for it. And here we are. And
because I think Les Mis is such a heavy story. Did you feel like because obviously Eponine, like for me personally, that's like the best track in the show. Would you find it difficult to leave it out stage door? Or were you kind of
embodying Eponine? Well, I'd always
it's easy to do that.
Yeah, I got very much into my trench coats, still do till this day. I don't know. Did I? Well, I really related because I was so single as well. I was like, wow, I really am on my own sort of thing. So I was just, it was just, it just worked. That. But
so when you think about playing Eponine, you think of it in a positive.
Yeah, absolutely.
You loved it.
Such an incredible character. The strength and the fact that it's like, there's a scripture that says, when he lays his life down for his friend and stuff. So that's what she done. And that's a great act of love. And she represents that. But also, it's tough to see how she's rejected and the hard life that she's come from. But how Claude Michel has written her music and her songs and how she's so poetic and stuff in On My Own is so beautiful.
I know. Yeah. But that's such like an iconic song. Did you feel the pressure or not?
No, only because I was kind of new to I didn't grow up in musical theatre. Yeah. So Les Mis, I'd heard about it only because of the TV Britain's Got Talent show. Mm-hmm. I only knew about like I Dreamed a Dream. I didn't know the storyline very much, unfortunately. I was missing out. But, I'm glad because I took a different take on it. So
they thought fresh perspective.
Yeah, different perspective on it. It was good. So I didn't have the pressure of, oh my God, this is until I did my research, which I did, of course. And I was like, oh, this is quite big. But I didn't know about, Leah Salonga and all these people. I didn't know about Claude Michel beforehand. And I didn't know about Cameron. I didn't know. I had to research as I was auditioning. So, and that was cool. And I think they really enjoyed my authenticity of what I brought to the role and just having the training that I've had, which has been kind of on the job and through childhood and stuff through my dad. The vocal quality I suppose I brought to Eponine was interesting, and the innocence but yet the strength that I could show through my acting and my voice was cool.
I'm so good. Now I'm just gutted that I didn't get to see you.
And then with Alfie Boe, Michael Ball, Carrie. I know.
Casual.
Even those people, I knew of Matt Lucas. I was like, oh my God.
Who doesn't know Matt Lucas?
I was so excited, but I was new to everyone. But then when I done my research, I was like, oh wow, okay, this is a big deal. And Carrie and Michael and, Alfie Boe, oh my God, that hearing his voice.
Dreamy.
Yeah, even John Owen Jones.
We love John Owen Jones.
Incredible. I was surrounded by, I remember my first rehearsal and just hearing people, hearing the ensemble, and their different vocal qualities. I was so amazed. I loved it. And I was like, yeah, I want to do more of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
We're coming to the end of our session. However, I always ask our listeners to ask questions, and I'm dying to ask you because you're just so knowledgeable. Honestly, I've learned so much just by sitting here today. What's something that you can only learn on the job?
What you can only learn on the job is how to maintain the stamina.
Yeah.
You kind of only can learn that when you're doing it.
Yeah.
And how to also handle the harder moments when you're facing anxiety, when you have a illness or a cold, and how to get through that. When to know to not go on.
Yeah, when to say no. I think people in our industry struggle to say no. Even when people get offered jobs and they know in their gut it's not meant for them, but they need the money or something. But I always think if you have the courage to say no, you'll be rewarded with the thing that you're meant to do. Absolutely. I always think that.
That's a word. Yeah, I totally agree.
The stamina is a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah, when you just like with Hamilton, you're doing the auditions or the rehearsal and singing the one little song that day or a couple songs. But when you do that 8-show week and you're doing it for a month's passed, and it's cold season, and you're just like, whoa, how do I maintain?
Yeah.
And it's tough, and especially with how much Eliza sings and the vocal range that she sings and the emotions. So I've really learned, especially with Hamilton, that took it to another level of how, knowing how to handle certain situations and just maintaining throughout the weeks and months and years.
Where do you stand with taking a show off? What point would you have to get to? Or are you actually, do you know what? I'm vocally tired. I'm going to take tonight, so I'm not off the weekend. Where do you sit?
Oh, it's a good one. It's different for everyone. You have to really use your intuition. And this just takes knowing yourself, knowing your voice, knowing your gift. But I know how I feel when I'm getting a cold. I know the symptoms. You have to just know yourself that well. So knowing your symptoms, and then, okay, my voice is going, or especially in certain songs where I know it doesn't usually go at this point. Okay, I know I need a vocal rest, and if I can't get enough rest that night and in that day and do all the little things that I need to do, remedies and stuff, then 3:30 I need to call in and let them know. The last time I was off, I had a migraine, and I never usually have them, but it just wasn't going away, and I was like, I can't come in, and then it just ended up being a big flu. So I was off for a couple of weeks.
So it's the start of the flu.
Yeah. And then it's good to know some people, sometimes I have had situations where I've had to go off halfway in the show because I know my voice is just not going to hold out for the rest of the show, which is unfortunate, but they have people and have our covers who are amazing to just step in. And
I always feel like we have a responsibility, the paying audience members deserve to see the best version of the show. And if you're not the best version of yourself that day, or your voice isn't, our covers absolutely can do the job, and give them a 10 out of 10 show.
Yeah. Big up to the covers.
Oh, yeah.
And who just step in there at late notice and just wow. Or sometimes when you haven't even been on for a while, it's like, whoa, it's hard work.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking.
It is. Shan, there's a trend going around on TikTok at the moment about
Love a TikTok.
in Hamilton the musical, there's a gasp at the end from Eliza. And we would love to know, as you're playing Eliza, what does that gasp mean to you?
What an incredible moment of the show, or just a powerful way to end the show. I would say that's her. It means different things on different nights.
Okay.
It changes. But today I will, say it's kind of like her seeing her legacy. But at the same time, sometimes it's her seeing the audience and the magnitude of the story that's been told, and us now arrive. Like imagine 1776, like back in that day, and then all the way now till 2024, all of that has happened, and now we're now representing that moment, and it's just, oh my God, and look, we're in the theatre.
I love that.
There's that one. Yeah.
Wow. I'm obsessed. And then the final question I've got is, if you could pass a positive message onto someone who is in drama school, with their dreams of becoming a singer or a West End or an actor, like what would the message be?
The message, I was at Hayden when she passed away, sadly.
Yeah.
I was at her memorial, and people were saying that she said, be kind and work hard. And I was like, yeah, that's it. In simple terms, be kind and work hard. Make the most of your surroundings and the people around you. Being kind to them is important. They'll remember you for that, and remember your talent and the work that you're putting in.
It's as simple as just be kind.
Be kind and work hard.
I love that.
Really work on your craft and become the best version of yourself. That's so important. No one else can do it for you. Everything that you're in at drama school, everything that's surrounding you is just tools to help sharpen your gifts. But you have to put the work in. So with me, I love singing and writing music and playing guitar, and I would always, I don't know if you've ever seen my covers that I put online, but that's my little practice. And the years when I was doing that all the time, and the amount of hours I'd spend just practicing, just like when we prepare for auditions, like that really sharpens us and stuff. So
yeah, I love that.
Work hard at it.
Well, this has been an absolute dream, and I hope you love this session as much as I have. You're just absolutely wonderful.
Thank you, likewise.
And thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
See you next time.